season pass, a brand new therapist. Let's see how long it lasts. And I might say too much, spill all the heavy stuff from when I was young. There's nothing wrong with that. I used to let it haunt me. It got so hard to breathe. The upside of a bottom, I've seen everything. Don't be scared when I turn off the lights. I faced my fears. Look at how I survived my silver tears. Come out at night, I don't need the stars. I go in the dark. And it's a new sensation, watching all my shadows changing. The silhouettes keep shrinking, the more I let the light in. Try to be blind to what's inside of me, cover up the underneath. I'm so bright, better close your eyes. Don't be scared when I turn off the lights. I faced my fears. Look at how I survived my silver tears. Come out at night, I don't need the stars. I go in the dark. Try to be blind to what's inside of me, cover up the underneath. I'm so bright, better close your eyes. Don't be scared when I turn off the lights. I faced my fears. Look at how I survived my silver tears. Come out at night, I don't need the stars. I go in the dark.
It's off to bed for you. It's legit already happened. But a huge thank you to our channel member, Darren Graham Photography. Yes. Didn't take long, did it? Didn't take long. I was not, quote, asleep. I was having some lunch. But there you go. It's a bit hot, isn't it? Crazy. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to the first of two flight sim streams here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. And I hope you are well. Let's just point out the obvious here, because I know when he comes back from his little nap, he is going to point it out. Yes, I have had my hair cut. Yes, I had it done this morning. So there you go. Let's just get that out of the way, shall we? We are on board, and I'm quite happy to be doing this. On board today, the 747-8 freighter, obviously. In Cargolux colours. This flight was requested by Jim Gemmell, so this one will be for you. We are at Prestwick Airport, and we are in Glasgow, and we're off on the short hop over to Luxembourg, where this aircraft is based. Flight number today is Cargolux 6297. There we go. Okay, so we've got scenery for Prestwick as well. We'll just give you a quick nosy. I've done one or two more tweaks with the sim to try and make it run a little bit better, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it should be alright. But those who are very native to Glasgow Prestwick, you can Glasgow Prestwick is nowhere near fucking Glasgow. That's what it's called. Don't have a go at me. It's called Glasgow Prestwick, alright? I'm only going off the official name. It's like London Southend and London Gatwick. Neither of them are fucking close to London. But there you go. Don't shoot the messenger. I didn't come up with a name. Crazy. Anyway. So we're at Prestwick, which apparently is fucking miles away from Glasgow. Try telling this to the Ayrshire locals. I'd rather not. I think my ass would be handed to me. So no thank you. I'm good. Let's say hello to those who are watching anyway. So we have got Bernice Thompson. Hello to you. We've got Wayne, who is joining us. Nonstop Dom, Dogwood. We've got Sarah. Hello to you. Hope you're doing well. And feeling a lot better, of course. Yeah, Jim, of course, is there. Why is it not doing?
You, sir, are a legend.
There we go. Not just Max in real life that was asleep. The sound effect too was also asleep. David Bone, good afternoon. Says good roasting, hot, stuffy, and sunny afternoon, Max fans. Darren Graham Photography as well, also there. And of course, we know he is, so we may as well do it. Too hot for this shit. Cool. What I'm hoping for is for the stream to hold today, because I know how much the heat is going to start affecting it. So we'll see what happens throughout the stream, and fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it should hold. Let's say hello then to our resident comment reader, because we don't need to load passengers today, so we can just load the plane up and get ready to go. Let's say hello to our resident super chat reader. Of course, I dread to think what she's going to be doing today, considering it's far too hot, but we'll find out together. It is, of course, Emma Royd. Emma, good afternoon. It's nearly evening. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the first of 2 streams here today. How are you all? I'm sat in the pool talking to you today because, my god, it's still too fucking hot, so I'm taking all the necessary precautions to keep myself cool, and you all should too.
There you go. If nothing screams consumer advice from Emma, then that would be it. I am roasting. Doesn't matter if I go sit outside, sit in front of a fan, or sit in front of whatever that's going to try and cool me down. It's not going to be good enough. So yeah, there you go. That's how I am. How are you?
Just a bit of consumer advice. I figured the pool would be necessary today because I'm sick and tired of having to wring out my underwear. So there you go. How are you doing, Tom, with the heat?
Well, I was alright until I heard that, so thanks. But I'm fine.
You are like me then. Cannot wait for the heat to leave us and bring on the winter.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the heat going so that we don't have to listen to you tell us about how you're wringing out your underwear every time we do a stream. But there you go. Just tell them the conditions, please, for today's flight.
£2, $2 or €2 or more will get me reading your super chats. It's that simple. And I don't know about you, but a cold beer or a cider will go down well right now.
Now we're talking. There we go. That's a bit better than wringing out underwear. Is knowing that a cold cider or a beer would go down very well right now. Okay. Are we ready? Shall we get going? So the 747 has had, obviously, when we did the, if you cast your minds back a long time ago, we did a UPS flight from Louisville to San Juan, and I got all confused because the 747 had an update. Now, I've done the checklists and everything else, and I've managed to work out how to do it, and now we're in it. We're in the 747, which we'll gladly use right now. So, let's kick things off. Also, it's had a massive update in terms of the cockpit because nothing is where it should be, which is quite interesting. So it is quite interesting. So we're going to get the batteries turned on, and we'll also get the. Is it? Oh God, I've lost where I'm at already. Is it the? Oh, hang on. There we go. So it's a standby power to auto, and then we can get the external power turned on. ATC will do its thing. We get the APU started, and then when APU Gen 1 and APU Gen 2 are turned on, we can then get that sorted. Max says, have we got any cargo on board? The only problem with the 747 and GSX is they don't have the cargo side of it.
Cleared to Luxembourg Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 30 climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on
That's the only thing that's annoying.
875 squawk 0317.
Cargolux 629er 7 readback correct. Contact ground on 118.15. Good day.
Cool. So APU generator 1 and generator 2 can go on. I seen Cargo on the Bill stream. Then go watch him, because I have no idea. It's probably in fact no. There is a way of doing it, but apparently the program is not very good. So that's why we don't have that. So no, definitely not. Okay, so we stay with the overhead. We go for the IRS, the inertial reference system. We're going to change it to nav to tell the aircraft where we are. Excuse me. And emergency lights, which is open, and they're armed already, so that is all good. Okay, close that up. Control and 7 takes us down to the lights, so we'll get the nav lights turned on because we'll be ready to go. Window heaters. I saw these the other day. Where the f are they? Oh, there. No? No? No, that is it. No, of course there's heaters. They're under a different name, which is a bit confusing. Anti-ice. We'll switch all these down a notch, just one, to auto. Yep, that's fine. And now we can we can now configure our flight for today. So over to the FMC. Max says, why is my stream buffering? Let's find out together. 1, it's hot. 2, it's going to because it's hot. And 3, probably because it's hot. So you'll have to deal with it. Unfortunately, that is how it goes. It is hot. The weather is playing havoc with everything. If you've been watching people streaming this morning, you will know that they too have had issues because it's hot. So deal with it or watch something else. That's all I can say to you. You know when it's really hot and you're not really in the mood for kind of like stupid questions? This is one of those days. It's far too hot for me to be like dealing with stupid questions. Flight number, as we mentioned, 6297 goes into there. Our flight is already in there, so that is fine. Everything else is pretty much good to go. And like the 737, we tap the soft key, tells us our zero fuel weight, which is 561.8. We're cruising at 34,000 for our short hop to Luxembourg. Execute that. We'll put 5 ton of reserve on just in case we need to go to Paris, which is our diversion airport for today. Cost index. I also did say at the beginning of the stream that it will lag at points because, you know. Got my sound cue going. Okay, do you know what? Told you, not in the mood for it. Just told you, just explained it. I've literally just explained. It's too hot, man. No one needs to deal with it. $10 of flaps for our departure, which gives us a V1 speed of 144, a rotate speed of 157, and a point of no return speed V2 of 176. We'll check the legs. Just to look for any discontinuities. There is one. So we'll rectify that by putting that there. See, look. Luxembourg knows. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think. Maybe not, maybe we need to put them in. So yeah, so like, please tell me if I'm wrong with what I'm saying about like the whole thing, with like questions and stuff like that. Like if I've already explained it to you, or if you're getting lag or whatever else, and nobody else is, like nobody needs to know. It's probably you, not me. But the heat is killing streams this week. Not just mine, but everyone else's. I don't know how many more times people have to mention it. Right, so programming of the flight is done. We'll go to Control and 2 with the MCP, which we can configure. So takeoff 220. What was our 6,000 feet? Fair enough. Okay, so 6,000 feet in the program. Also, we need to set the stabilizer trim. We need to put this arrow into that green line there. There you go. So we'll change it to 7.5. It's in the green box, which is all good. Caitlin, hello. Hope you're well. That's it. Jim's spot on. You can put a tuxedo on a turd. It's still a turd. Okay, so controlling 7 takes us back to the top. We'll get all the fuel pumps turned on because we'll be pushing back. Like I say, we've got no passengers because it's cargo. Dogwood, good afternoon to you. I don't know if I said hello to you, but good afternoon to you. We'll get the engine bleeds all 4 on. We'll get the push, beacon to on. There is our 747 sat with a couple of Ryanairs around us. Very quiet here at Prestwick. Not Glasgow, Prestwick. Boy, I don't want to get ripped for that again. But yeah, so we are good. Good for pushback. So let's request.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
David says if you close OnlyFans, the buffering stops. I'm told. That's a man with experience right there. Also, it's very true. I'm also told.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So while they're setting up, let's brighten the things up, the screens, so we can see them. So yeah, 1 or 2 tweaks I've done
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
to hopefully get the stream running a little bit smoother than it has been the last few streams. Cabin crew on it. No, that's what was said there then, because that's ground crew, because we're pushing back. And like I said, GSX is more passenger stuff, so you kind of have to like suspend your belief a little bit.
Locking gear.
Oh, for God's sake. David says it's a shame though, as enjoy watching Max's foot fetish outdoor stream. Fucking hell. Each to their own, David, each to their own. Alright, let's get our pushback with our 747. We've also modded our 747 as well to get the wing flex back, which is one thing that I worked out when flying it the other day. It was missing, and I was wondering what had happened to it because of the update. The update had cancelled the mod that I had, so I had to redo the mod, and I tested it this morning, and the wing flex should be there, so it looks a bit more realistic.
Exiting from editing mode.
Release parking brakes, please.
Should be more realistic.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so we're going to start the engines by clicking these ones here. We're going to go from 4, 3 to 2 to 1. We're going to go engine 4. Hoping you can indeed. I'll just get the sound up so you can hear it a little bit more than what I'm giving you.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
Sounding
You
good
can
at the
disconnect.
moment. Let's get 2 going.
Unlocking gear.
And then lastly, let's get engine 4 going. Sorry, engine 1.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay. So I've no idea if we're good to go. Oh no. There you go. So we've already missed it. So he's waited. We've been waiting for the wave. We've got the wave. We'll now request a taxi.
Prestwick ground Cargolux 62907 with Yankee ready to taxi IFR.
So that we are good to go. So the engines are started, which is fine. We can now turn off.
Cargolux 62907 taxi to and halt short of runway 30 via taxiway Alpha Romeo.
Turn off the APU, which we've just done. The hydraulic pumps. God, where were they? There we go. Hydraulic pumps to auto, so we'll flick the switch.
Taxi to and hold short runway 30 using taxiway Alpha
To
Romeo
auto,
Romeo 2 Romeo
the
Romeo 1
packs.
cross runway 21 Cargolux
Left
62907.
pack can go on the centre pack and the right pack. The recirculation fan doesn't want to work for some reason. We'll get the taxi lights on. We'll set the flaps when we need to 10 degrees, which for us will be 1, 2, 3 clicks of the button. And then while we're here, we may as well get it started, otherwise it's going to literally kick off at us. Is transponder. Then that is how you start up the updated 747. So let's get the parking brakes off. If the noise is a little bit loud, let me know and I'll turn it down. Otherwise, let's get going. Let's get taxiing. Non-stop Dom that says flying from Prestwick to Pisa next month. Can't wait for the last Scottish international airport I've yet to fly from. Jim says runway 30 departure out over Royal Troon Golf Course. Yep, upset the toffs on the course. Why not? Why not upset them? Okay, so we're gonna, while we're on the straight, take you over to the flaps. So we're gonna do 3 clicks of our button here, which will take us to 10 degrees, as you saw just then. Can't see on there, but it says Glasgow Prestwick, but hey, you know. What do I know? Max says, Tom, we due to have thunderstorms tonight because on my weather app it says it's issued a yellow warning. I don't know, I'm not Michael Fish, so I have no idea. Possibly. I know there are thunderstorms due, but considering we are in different parts of the country and it's pissing down with rain up north, which is where I'd rather be right now, in the rain. sunny and hot in Scotland. Yeah, well, like I say, we've got live weather on, so this is pretty much how it should look like in Prestwick. That's not in Glasgow, according to the flight sim. Okay. So we're going on to the runway that is not in use. To lumber this big heavy aircraft. Not how it's done, but hey, it's a flight sim, it's not true to real life. A lot of things.
Prestwick Tower Cargolux 62907 at runway 30 ready for departure IFR to Luxembourg.
Cargolux 629er, 7 altimeter, 29er decimal 9er,
Here we go.
4232 at 11. Cleared for takeoff runway 30.
Takeoff runway 30 Cargolux 62907.
That would be 03/21, and believe it or not, a Cargolux has departed from it in the past. Must have been light, goodness me. It's not the longest of runways. Okay. So I know somebody requested the last flight we did. I can't think what aircraft it was. Somebody did say to kind of like just spool the engines up. So I will do that. I'm going to mute my mic and let you listen to the sounds of 747. Spool it up to begin with, get the engines warm, and then we'll get ourselves off and underway to Luxembourg. Here we go.
decimal 875 Cargolux 62907. Scottish Centre Cargolux 62907 is at 2,000 feet, climbing 6,000 feet. 6297.
Okay. So clearly the aircraft was quite light because we reached our takeoff speed very, very quickly. Let's have a look, get some screenshots. You can see the wing flex which we have now as well, which is absolutely amazing because before it wasn't there. We'll get some more screenshots in a second. Let's just make sure that the aircraft is following where we need to go.
Cargolux 6297 climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
And interestingly,
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet Cargolux 6297.
okay, interestingly, we do not have the aircraft following where we need to go, which is interesting. But we fixed that now, so that is fine.
Channix 174 contact. Glasgow approach on 119.1. Good day.
Jim says I can see home. 11,000 feet is what we were asked to go to.
Cargolux 6297. Please expedite your climb 11,000 feet.
Did wonder for a second why we weren't following where we needed to go.
1 for Channix 174.
Very odd. There may have been something I probably haven't clicked, but it's fine. So here you go. Here's some more shots. How about that? Well, that for a shot right there. Right there. Beautiful. So wing flex is there as well, which is ideal. Have that as a screenshot. We'll just take quite a few screenshots here. There we go, aircraft's now levelling out. Excellent. Ideal. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That'll do for screenshots. That'll do for now. Okay. Immense, 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 immense. It's good that we've got this working because what we can do with this now as well is we can fly some passenger flights with this. As well. Wayne says beautiful. It's not bad. It's not bad. Do you know what? Even with the avionics update that they've had with the plane, it does fly wonderfully well. And I think when I flew it, I did a test with Lufthansa, I think it was, Thursday it was, just to test to see if it would work. We did apparently manage to land it quite hard, but I don't believe it for a second. But it was absolutely fine to me. So it should be fun. It should be a lot of fun to try and land, for sure. Because obviously you're a lot higher up as you would normally be. Rick Hawkins, good afternoon. Hope you are, or what is it now? Good morning to you, but good afternoon. Hope you are well. Thanks for joining. The noise. Look at that wing flex too. Love that.
Climb and maintain flight level 250 Cargolux 62907.
Cool. Don't forget, we are
Keep speed not above 250. That's Cargolux 62907.
back again later this evening for some Ansett Australia throwback flight. We're doing Brisbane to Cairns. Should be about 2 hours flight time wise. Should be pretty decent. Looking forward to it. Should see a sunrise too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, back later on. That's at 7:25 p.m. UK time for that one. So hopefully, fingers crossed, because I've knocked some of the settings down a little bit, it should hopefully run a little bit quicker. Hopefully, that's what I'm aiming for. Let me see if we've got any custom views. Not that we can use them. No.
What?
Oh God. Sorry, Steve. Didn't mean to wake you up. Tomorrow I am doing a nice little trip from London Heathrow to Montego Bay using the Virgin Atlantic 787-9, which is trash, according to a lot of people. Should be a nice 2-hour flight for me. I mean, I sit there and say to you, like, who wants to tell him? But Jim has expertly worded it with Heathrow to Montego Bay in 2 hours. What in the fuck are you hoping for? That is meant. I mean, it's never 2 hours. If you think it's 2 hours, it ain't happening. It says according to Flight Radar. Alright folks, you know what to do. Let's have a look. Montego Bay, Sangster International Airport. Let's have a look for the London flight. There it is. Nope, that's Gatwick. Oh, what a surprise. 9 hours and 45 minutes. So I ask, how in the Yeah, Max looks, I think what he does is he looks at the scheduled departure time and then the arrival time and then thinks it's 2 hours, when really you should be looking at how long the actual flight is. That's what you should be looking at. The flight time, not the scheduled departure and scheduled arrival time, because it's time difference. So yeah, so you're looking at what Dogwood says, which is about 9 hours and 45 minutes. So a bit of a long way off 2 hours. Goodness me. Anyway, last night, after I was sipping on some cider, I worked out some flights for this week, which I'm actually rather looking forward to some of them. So obviously now we're doing the Cargolux one. Tonight we're doing Ansett Australia A320. Monday we're doing Stansted to Frankfurt on the FedEx 777. Tuesday's one's going to be very interesting. Thursday's one I think is going to be very good as well. Big aircraft, especially for Thursday. Big aircraft, short route. That could be very interesting. Yes, as requested by Wayne to do some more cargo stuff, we are obviously doing Cargolux here today, and we'll be doing some. There we go. Look at it. Look how cool that is. Yeah, so we're doing Cargolux today, FedEx on Monday, and I think we'll be looking at some more cargo stuff as the weeks go on. We'll be looking to use the 747 as well on passenger flights as well. We've got some rather interesting liveries that are sort of fictional liveries for the 747-8, but we can use them anyway. Like TWA, I think we discussed. ELLX we discussed. I downloaded the old Iberia livery, which was not discussed, but Carl sent me a photo of the old Iberia livery. So it'd be nice to use 747 again, because we haven't used it for a while. Dogwood says will probably take you 9 hours and 45 minutes to get the plane off the ground. Well, considering it's taken him 5 days to get tell a lie, 6 days. 6 days. 6 days to get the 737 off the ground. I wouldn't hold my breath when it comes to the 787. Okay, so it is a short flight over to Luxembourg. We've got an hour to go. Firstly, thank you to Jim for suggesting this one. I know there were some flights that people wanted to see. This was one of them. So Jim requested this one. So we climb up to our cruising altitude now, 34,000 feet.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 40 Cargolux 6297.
I would not expect buttery landing, or buttery goodness at least. So just going to put that out there. Don't expect any miracles out of this. It's going to take a while for me to get used to the 747. Rick says Thursday the B2 flew over here. Interesting. We've got the B2. The B2 on the flight sim. That was released, I think, last week. Last week, I think it was released. I think. It's supposed to be quite good. I've not flown it yet. It's supposed to be quite good. It's in my inventory. Just like the BAE Hawk. Tested that this morning. That was good fun. There's a few other aircraft on there that I'd like to potentially download as well. Look at that wing flex. Holy crap. So we've got a beautiful day over the UK, obviously very, very hot. When we get to Luxembourg, it is very clear. Not a cloud in the sky over at Luxembourg, so we should have a crystal clear landing. Caitlin, a big fan of the view. I'll give you one more time. In fact, I can go probably one better, because we are climbing to our cruise altitude. Look at that wing flex. Can you see the wing flex in there? You see it? Just watch the tip. That's what the standard model doesn't have. It doesn't have this like flexing motion. If we take it down from the top. Just hang on a second. So, all good. There you go. Might just leave you with this for a bit. Why not? Don't need... Well, actually, tell a lie. Yes, I do. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. That's better. Landing lights are off. Let the aircraft cruise. As long as you can still hear me, that's all that matters. Welsh, of course, yeah, Welsh Kev, just waiting in the wings. Oh yeah, unfortunately, no, we can hear you. Get out. Rubbish. Anyway, hi. It's normally how you start things. You normally say hello.
Cargolux 62907 have the traffic.
Yeah, tuned at the right time. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. What Welsh accent? I didn't do an accent. Don't know what you're on about. So I do believe you've leveled out now. As we continue our... I think we're just cruising now, aren't we? We are indeed. 57 minutes remain. We have now just come into the north of England. We're about to go over Garstang. Near Preston as well. Does the flight go over Max's house? No, it doesn't. We'll be east of Heathrow. So this will give us a really good opportunity to see just how this the sim behaves with the mods that I've put on and the settings that I've taken down a little bit. It'll give us a good opportunity to see how it's going to behave. Ooh, hello. You got visited by a butterfly then. Kev says sweating more than Max when he hears he has to have a bath. Garstang over Blackpool then. Yes, we're not too far. Not too far from Blackpool. In fact, if we looked over, we probably wouldn't be able to, but if I was to look over to the left. Oh, there you go, there is Blackpool. That's Blackpool Airport. Blackpool along there. And where I stayed when I went up north is about here, I would say. Just a random guess. It's quite close to Blackpool. Not sure what that is. What airport's that? Oh, is that No, that's not it, is it? What's next to Blackpool? Oh, stone me. There you go. That's Wharton, where they build the Typhoons. There. That's where my cousin works. She's in on the BAE stuff. That's where they build the Typhoons and that. Also, I believe, possibly where Tempests get built too. Not sure. Can't quite remember. But that's Wharton Airfield or Airport. BAE Systems test their Typhoons out of that airport. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Very nice. Yeah, Wharton bottom right, that's the one I was thinking of. Couldn't think what it was. Oh dear, Jim, you do make me laugh. But it is quite funny to see that sort of. Have you ever played this United Airlines flight simulator? It's really cool. I've seen Swiss 001 use it. It's on mobile. It's supposed to be decent. Does any freighter aircraft have ever used Royal Mail livery? Kev says, don't know what's wrong with my YouTube, but if I watch this live, the picture freezes, but sound is okay. Got to watch about 5 seconds behind for it to behave. That's what you get. That's what you get for mocking. No, I'm kidding. I think it's just YouTube. YouTube's just really having a bad time of it at the moment. Like a really bad time. Then we get tomorrow, Model Mania returns with myself and Wayne. We'll be looking at some of the latest releases, focusing in on, focusing on NG models tomorrow, about their sort of rise to popularity, and giving you some suggestions for some models if you want to collect. Some models will give you a cheap option, an average range, like a middle range version, and an expensive model if you want to spend. Wayne's on camera tomorrow. Wayne is on camera tomorrow, yeah. Sorry. It's only once a month though, so you'll be fine. Of course, next week, next Saturday night, we'll be doing the second games night. We'll be playing Fall Guys. On stream. Don says I like the cheap, count me in. 7:30 tomorrow, we'll get that scheduled tomorrow morning. But yeah, 7:30 in the evening tomorrow. For Model Mania. Samuel Aykroyd, hello. He says, what game will you be playing? We'll be playing Fall Guys. Kev says, what date? The date would be the 17th. So next Saturday, tell lie, 16th. So a week today. Says, ooh, I might be available. That's if I allow you to join. I mean, you know. Depends on. Talk about priorities, Kev. But yeah, no, please ditch us if any booty calls come in. Like 100%. Caitlin says Fall Guys is funny. Fall Guys is very funny. It is very, very funny to play. Had one today but told him to F off, way too warm to get down and I'm sweating just thinking about it. Christ. Have you got any plans to do Gatwick to Agadir or have you got any plans to do Gatwick to Agadir or Matslia? Matt's Leah. Be a nice flight. Well, yeah, who's Matt and who's Leah? These aren't people you've been filming, is it? Imaginary girlfriend. Oh, Jim, I need to send you something. Do you know what? I can't believe I didn't even do that. I'm gonna send you something because I will do it after the stream. I'll do it after the stream. I'll send you something. I've just reminded myself. I'll do it after the stream. I'm also going to make no apologies for what I'm going to send you. Don't worry, it's nothing like that. Marrakesh is what he meant. So Gatwick to Agadir or Marrakesh? Not that I know of. So if you want it, you can take it. I go by random routes and some retro stuff as well. Boy, I love these chats. Lynn Keeble, good afternoon. She says, good afternoon, Tom and everyone. Hope you're well. Welcome along to the first of 2 flight sim streams today. If you are unaware, apart from that, our second flight for today, 7:25 PM UK time. It's going to be a fun one. We've got this little beauty from Ansett, Australia, from Brisbane to Cairns with Ansett, Australia, and their beautiful special livery for the Sydney 2000 Olympics. That's coming up later this evening. Okay, so we are approaching Birmingham. They sort of talk like this because they got no neck. They put people from Birmingham talk like this because they got no neck. I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to speak about certain things. I can't believe I've spoken like this in Dudley. Ansett, Australia, not an airline I've heard for a long time, probably because you haven't seen them for a very long time. But yeah, one of my old school favourites. One of my old school favourites, Ansett. Kinda wish they were still around. I've just driven for 5 hours. Yeah. Where are you going? To drive 5 hours? That should have taken 2 hours. I'm hot sweating. Oh, that's alright. I mean, in that time you've driven there, and it should have taken 2 hours. Max could have taken you from London to Montego Bay in 2 hours. One of the only operators in 747-300. Not the original ones, though. I believe they were taken off of Singapore's hands. I don't think they outright owned any. But yes, they operated the 747-300. Beautiful turn, let's go. Conducting a left turn just outside of Coventry. Over the top of Royal Leamington Spa.
Cargolux 62907 have the Boeing in sight.
Are we enjoying this view, by the way? Hello, this is down here. Oh, it's Coventry Airport, look. Nice. Lemon tea spa, says Dom. Beautiful weather. Just want to see how well it's going to potentially handle London.
75 Cargolux 62907. Boeing Mike Charlie Lima contact London Center on 118.75.
Oh, good. It didn't take long for ATC to muck itself up. Kev! Oh dear. M25 awful, right gate one-way system, down to one lane, had to do a detour. Ugh. M25, the world's largest car park. Didn't Virgin once have a cargo? No. I've got a few liveries for the 747 freighter, including Cargolux standard livery, not without my mask, Lufthansa cargo, Qantas freight worldwide, services, Airbridge cargo, Huangyan, Hongquan Group, Atlas Air Cafe. My dude, use some commas, man. But yes, there's a few ideas for me. Looking at potentially taking one of these 747s into Kai Tak as well. Beautiful. Oh boy. Then I have, sorry, then more I have Silkway, UPS, Saudi. Okay. So I think Heathrow and that is coming up shortly. There's like another sort of disused runway there below us. Airfield there, not sure what that is. Oh god. Polar Qatar Cargo Panalpina. No, Panalpina is not the airline. That is a company that is it, who does it? Is it Atlas Air? It's a special livery. It's not an airline. Hope I pronounced it right. Well, you're not pronouncing it because you're not saying it. But, you know. Okay, that was very funny. Saw what you put. Very funny.
Cargolux 629 traffic in sight.
Okay, so we've got 40 minutes remaining on our flight. We're not really at London yet. Oh! 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 What was the message? Oh, yeah. To be fair, Max is right. So, okay. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Didn't stop him from getting snoozed though, did it? It's off to bed for you. If you're enjoying the stream so far, please do consider leaving a like. It will help the channel out immensely. Of course, with the wonderful thing that is called algorithm, of which I'd also like to have a quick run about Instagram's algorithm and how rubbish it is. Because I'm not convinced that when you post a picture on Instagram, I'm not convinced it goes to everybody. Because I'd be getting like quite a few likes beforehand. Now, like I'd be lucky to hit like double figures, and I'm like, how does this even happen? I just think it's utter crap sometimes. I really, really do. If he even has half of those, I'd be surprised. So do you remember when I spoke before about like the aircraft that I have and how I got them, sort of thing? So like I haven't paid a penny for the pay airplanes, and I download them from websites. You do on the Xbox, you do this. Sorry, on the Xbox, on the marketplace, you do the same thing for liveries, right? So on the Xbox, you don't have the option like I do on the PC, where you can go onto a website to download liveries. On the Xbox, you have to pay for them. Like you have them in like packs and stuff, where you buy a pack and you get like 3 or 4 liveries. My guess, and they are quite cheap. They're about £3. My guess is that's the route that was taken, and he probably does have them. Just don't see him use them. Just don't see him use them. Because he's either spending 5 days trying to get that 737 off the ground, or using an A320 Neo. Which admittedly we've not... When was the last time we did a Neo? Hello, look at the likes we're getting on the Cargolux thing. Yeah, when was the last time we did a 320 Neo on stream? It was, wasn't it? 22nd of August, when we did the Billund to Vagar flight. So it's been a while. I feel like it's been a while since we've done the 320 Neo. Okay, so we are now coming up to, you can tell we're coming up to London. The frames are starting to drop ever so slightly. Let's have a look. So if we look correct, if we look. There's Heathrow. We've just been past there. You can tell you can see that it's starting to drop in frames a little bit because we are in London. So you've got Twickenham Stadium, or Twickenham Rugby Stadium, and then next to it there you've got what they call the Stoop, which is home to the Harlequins rugby ground. Rugby club. That there is Fulham. That's Craven Cottage. That's Stamford Bridge, the home of Chelsea. Of course, now we've. Come on, keep going, we're good. Let's have a look. Downtown. Down in the city. We are looking at. Yeah, so that's Stamford Bridge. There's London City, just there. It's actually not too bad performance-wise. A little bit stuttery, but it's actually not terrible. Which fills me with a little bit of confidence, I suppose. Max says, can you see my place, Tom? I am on the right. No, because we're in London. I'm also not actively seeking it out. Can we dump the toilet waste over Max's house? Let's go all Bim and Bangladesh on his ass. Beautiful. If you don't know the story about Bim and Bangladesh, I suggest you look it up. It is the funniest thing ever. Imagine putting your washing out and getting like 300 people as like toilet stuff just thrown all over you. So funny. Sarah's asking where we are. We're now over in Essex, just outside of London. We've been just. Oh my goodness! I am not jealous whatsoever. See, this is where the flight sim, right, is lagging behind X-Plane quite a bit. Look what I've just seen somebody flying in, taking off outside of, taking out. Taking off from London Heathrow. Look. I want it. Lockheed TriStar. I want it. Kev says eBay sorted yet? That's going on tomorrow. Got all the pictures. So I took all the pictures this morning, and then I'll stick them on eBay tomorrow, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, and do you know what? I didn't show you from the other day either. I just remembered. Well, I may have done. I just don't remember. The console of many people's childhoods. Sadly not mine. I was more of a PlayStation dude. There you go. Nice little freebie that was given to me. By a customer who didn't want it. He was trying to sell it, people were mucking him about, so he just gave it to them. Finally got it out of the boot after 6 months. Well, it was getting a bit warm, and I was like, I should probably take it out of the car. So I did. I took it out of the car. So I plan on selling it at some point. Right, if you look on the back, such classic games. Such classic games include Mario Kart 64, 007 GoldenEye, Lilac Wars, Diddy Kong Racing, Wave Race 64, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, Super Mario 64. The Machine. Experience a quantum leap in graphics realism with the Nintendo 64 system. Real-time rendering and awesome anti-aliased graphics create a heart-pumping virtual gaming world. The controller. The Nintendo 64 controller gives you complete control over every move. The unique analog control stick allows you to move in 360 degrees. There's a quick action trigger on the bottom and a multi-directional control pad. Very nice. And there is a Nintendo hotline as well. So if you need any help with the Nintendo 64, you have to call a number. Man, I wonder what this must have been like. Because obviously I was a PlayStation guy, right? So I wonder what this must have been like if you received this like on Christmas Day when you knew it came out. And you look at the back of it and you think, man, those graphics are insane. And you look at like today's stuff now and you think, stop. It's alright. Believe it or not, they go for about £100 on eBay, which is frightening. Like between £80 and £100. Okay, so we are just about to leave UK airspace as we go into, I think we're off to Belgium.
Going to 126 decimal for 75 Cargolux and 6297.
We should be.
Paris Center Cargolux and 6297.
Yeah, it should be a away from UK airspace. Right now, Tom, I'm about to do the afternoon flight from Edinburgh to Vagar using the Atlantic Airways A320neo. You know what that means? You know what that means? The sponge has struck again. He stole my flight. I literally mentioned it as the last A320neo flight that we did. Literally mentioned it from Edinburgh to... sorry, no. Well, no, technically yes, because we were supposed to do Edinburgh to Vagar. So technically, yes, he has stole it. So the sponge has struck again, yes, 100%. Thank God for that, says Darren. Jim says the same with the PlayStation. Remember when Gran Turismo first came out and everyone was like, wow, graphics are epic. Now look at Gran Turismo 7. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy how far, like, or how quickly things have changed. You know what else really annoys me? And I'm just going to point this out as well. So, I'm in a, on Facebook, I'm on a Microsoft Flight Simulator group where people can go on and if they have any issues, they can, like, ask, about how to fix certain things. I've done that today. I put a picture of the F-28 with no landing gear. On the screen, and put a picture in the Facebook group, and I said, "Does anybody know the fix?" Right? Because I need to know how to fix it. Does anyone know the fix? Not one person who has commented has actually answered the question. They've just made a stupid remark towards the picture. And I sit there and go, I give up. I give up trying to, like, speak to stupid people. Absolutely boils my piss. Okay, so we're 20 minutes away from landing at Luxembourg. Boy, the time's gone quick, hasn't it? Kev says that happens all the time. There will be one person who answers it correctly, but but will be hidden among the stupid answers. So, like, literally. So here's the post I put. Let me find the thingy. So I put a picture of just any livery F-28. Put it in there, and I said when I load in the F-28, it's not showing any landing gear. Does anyone know why, or even know how to fix it? First question. First one I got. Or the The first one I got was you have bought the Back to the Future version. Okay. So I was like, ideal. First stupid question, first stupid answer out of the way. Sorry, my bad. I had it on mute. So yeah, that was the first stupid question, stupid answer out of the way, which is you have bought the Back to the Future version. Haha, very funny. Then somebody else put, at least you don't have to worry about breaking your landing gear. Doesn't answer my fucking question. Somebody else then put, that's really weird. Stupid. What about now? Somebody then proceeded to post a picture of my screenshot with another hoverplane going, "You are on the wrong planet." And then somebody else decided to then put, "Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads." For one person actually gave me the correct answer, I think. It says, "I do a reinstall of the F28, making sure all F28 files are removed from your community folder before reinstalling." So one person gave me the advice, whereas everybody else decided to be childish fucking noobs. Ridiculous. Stupid. Jim says you get that in all Facebook groups. Someone asks a question, and you get the smart-assed answers thinking they're being funny. Usually means they've no idea of the answer themselves. So I sit there and then say, "Don't say anything," because it's not helpful to me if you're going to go, "Oh, you bought the Back to the Future version." So I'm sorry, I'll get a refund and spend it on your mum. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just stupid. Like, literally stupid. I will probably have to do a complete reinstall. But it's just annoying because I want to fly the F28, but I can't fly the F28 because it's got no fucking landing gear. Jim, I also saw it coming. I did. So we should have some descent clearance momentarily. ATC never hangs around, so I'm not surprised. James has heard the unmistakable sound of a Rolls-Royce Merlin go past. Beautiful noise. Whoa! Aircraft underneath us.
Descend and maintain flight level 250.
There we go. Straight away, we've got our descent clearance. So we're going to go for 25,000 feet. Very early on the call as well. Didn't expect it for another 10 minutes, if that. That's interesting. Scenery bug. Okay, going to bring the speed brakes up to halfway just to help us with our speed, closing it down. Spitfire headed to Prestwick. Interesting. There's Max's next flight. So interesting at the moment. If I look outside, it's that. It's actually clouded over. Still warm though. So as we descend, so there's Brussels Brussels National Airport. Kev says misty in Swansea, starting off very foggy this morning, then cleared, now getting foggy again, just makes it friggin' warmer. Feels like it. Definitely feels like it. There's a bit of a nice breeze coming in at the moment. Not actually sure what the weather's supposed to be doing today. Yeah, looking out for next week, it cools right off. Lovely. It's supposed to rain all next week as well. Oh, ideal. Cool. What was I looking at? Okay, so we need to... no thunderstorms. Even though we're supposed to get them. Is that rain? It's raining tomorrow. I may just have to go sit in it. We just have to go sit in the rain. Yeah, it is due to rain tomorrow. Exciting times.
Descend and maintain flight level 190 Cargolux 62907.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, bloody hell. That should like cool things down, surely. Dom says you're complaining about the heat, only need to complain about the heating bill in the winter. I just tend to tell people if you're cold, put more clothes on. None of this like, I'll turn this off, turn that off. Like if you're cold, or turn the heating on, do this, do that. If you're cold, put some more clothes on. It normally works. Don't know about you, but it works for me. Okay, so we are 72 nautical miles out of Luxembourg. Excuse me. Celsius where Rick is. Very nice. That sounds very cool actually. Super cool. No idea what Max is on about.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet Cargolux 62907.
Okay, descending to 10,000 feet. Getting closer to our approach. Oh, here comes Wayne's excuses for not doing Model Mania tomorrow. No, it's definitely Model Mania tomorrow. Model Mania is always out of the quiz. Even Wayne forgets. Wayne forgets what the scheduling is. He forgot. He literally forgot what it was. It's definitely Model Mania. Model Mania is always after the quiz, and then like the drop-in show is always after Model Mania, and then Rate My Liveries is after that, etc., etc. So it'd be like free show, Rate My Liveries, quiz, Model Mania, and then back again. Yeah, Jim, I was sitting waiting for him. I said to myself, as soon as I heard you say something about the sound of the engine, I said to myself, wait for it. It took a little longer than expected, but yeah. Well, it took a little longer, but yeah. Oh dear. Hello. You've got choose my next words carefully. We've got nothing after dick. We've got nothing after dick. We've now got something after dick. Wayne's potato internet has now gone all potatoey again. It is literally the heat, it is not anything else. It's just the fact that it's hot. It's given the issues of the internet. It's no big deal. Very odd to say we had nothing after dick. We've now got something after dick. So we go into runway 6. The blue line is our go around if we need it. That's our go around, that's our points that we need to keep an eye on.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250. That's Cargolux 62907.
So, because we're dipping down below 10,000, we'll get the landing lights back on, ready for the approach. My modem got its own personal fan. He was telling me earlier that his modem was running really hot, so it now has its own fan running next to it. Okay, so we're going to gradually bring the speed down. We're going to go down to 240. Speed brake's still up, just to help us. We feel safe in the knowledge of putting them back on again. For our first set of flaps for our arrival. Lee Class, good afternoon. Hope you are well. Joined us just in time for our approach to Luxembourg. We're going via the Dick transition. Oh dear, God bless you, Luxembourg. We're going through the Dick transition to runway 06 at Luxembourg. Okay, so our airport is going to be coming up momentarily, so we're going to drop that speed. All the way down to 200. We're also going to get our next lot of flaps in. I think that's the airport there. Might be wrong. Welsh Kev says, we turning on Dick. We certainly did turn on Dick through the Dick transition to runway 06. Time for the music to go off. Time for the recording. Going to go back into full screen as we get the aircraft prepped and ready. Get your landing rate in.
Keep speed not above 210 knots. Cargolux 62907.
So what you think it may be. Welsh Kev 258, Lin 173, Max 164. I don't know what Max's obsession with 164 is. Must be the Chatham dial-up code. Oh, there's the airport there. So if I would imagine we're going to go onto this ramp here for our landing. So what we'll do is we will we'll roll out. And then we'll go on to this ramp here, which is normally where you find the Cargolux 747s. So there's Luxembourg Airport. Dogwood with 195. Oh, we haven't done that either. Sorry, hang on. Shit. Desktop. Clums. Okay, so here we go. So we've got the landing on. David Bones says, isn't there a website called Chatham Bait? I know what you're on about. Oh dear. Bringing those flaps down. Still can't do the approach yet. Here we go. Approach mode doesn't want to work. We may potentially have to hand fly this. But here we go. So gear's going to come down. Approach mode is on. Whether it'll work or not is another story. Flaps are full. I feel like we're a bit high here. Okay.
Cargolux 62907 have the Boeing in sight.
Here we go. Where's the touch? There's the touch. Miles off the fucking road. How'd that happen? Let's correct ourselves. How did that happen? How did we get so far off to the left? Anyway, we're down. That's all that matters. We're going to roll out. It's not easy landing this 747. It really isn't, because when you pitch the nose up, you can barely see over the top, and then there was not enough time to do that. And then, like, when you throw yourself up like that, it yeah, throws you off like your angles and stuff. So you have to kind of just go with it. Anyway. So 186 is what we were given. Just while we roll here. Do it this way.
150, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Bit of battery goodness on a Saturday afternoon in the 747. We'll have a look at the landing in a second. So we're going to roll out. We're going to park up with the other Cargolux aircraft just there. Beautiful conditions. Even though we were slightly off to the left, which I can't work out why, because I thought we were pretty head on with the runway, and then all of a sudden, like, nowhere to be seen. But yes, that was what a flight. Big thank you to Jim for suggesting the route. Go park up with the company 747s. Pretty special. Great flight on the 747. Success after the updates and the mods. We turn into power up, and then we'll get the replay on. Job done. Parking brake on. Okay, you know what time it is. It is replay time. So I'm going to leave you with the replay. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. We'll be back 7:25 for flight number 2, which is the Ansett Australia A320 from Brisbane to Cairns. Should be another fun one to do. And I'm going to leave you with the replay from now. So thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the replay, and I will see you later on this evening. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Cheers.
wrestling.